Welcome to the 5 biggest challenges children will face over the next decade. Unfortunately, just one poor decision can break a child's life. Areas that we'll cover today include children face life-altering dangers at earlier ages, the 5 greatest challenges children face today, and we'll provide you with some successful tips to positively shape children's lives. Today's presentation was researched and produced by Empire Research Group Incorporated and sponsored by Mastery Martial Arts. Why did we commission a study? There are trends and behaviors affecting children in America that are lifelong and detrimental. Mastery Martial Arts commissioned an independent research company to identify these challenges. The good news is parents can take the necessary steps to help their children beat the odds. The current trends are the syndrome plaguing society. Most parents are caught up in the not my child syndrome. However, this type of thinking is very dangerous, especially as societal influences continue to increase. What most parents fail to understand is that bad habits can appear around the ages of 3 to 7. Bad habits appear at these ages because a child recognizes they are being watched by peers and those who are in authoritative roles. Bad habits are easier to form. It takes about 66 days to form a positive habit and only 2 weeks to form a bad one. These bad habits slow development. Research shows mindless television or video games can idle and impoverish the development of the prefrontal cortex. This is the portion of the brain that is responsible for planning, organizing, and sequencing behavior for self-control, moral judgment, and attention. Inactivity heightens ADHD problems. Since 2006, 4.5 million children ages 5 through 17 have been diagnosed with ADHD. ADHD researchers believe a lack of structured physical activity increases symptoms. ADHD continues to rise. From 1997 to 2006, ADHD has increased an average of 3% each year. Peer selection is more critical than ever. Peer pressure can be found in groups as young as age 2. They will do things because other kids are doing it or tell them to. This can shape the child's behavior, social, and emotional development, eating habits, playtime, and sleeping patterns. Children will test their boundaries starting at age 3 and 4. Kids start to see there are other values, opinions, and rules besides those set by their parents. Preschoolers will go out of their way to think and act like their friends, even though they know it may go against what their parents have taught them. Peer opinions overrule parents. As early as ages 5 to 8, children make an intensive effort to please their friends, classmates, and playmates. The results of peer pressure are heavily seen by middle and high school. The increase in dual income homes. Dual income is more of a necessity than ever before. Dual incomes fund opportunities that help children meet today's challenges. However, it can also lead to society playing a more prevalent role in the outcome of a child's life. As societal influences continue to mount, children are forced to make life-altering decisions and are forced to question their values every day. Parents are forced to take reactive measures when poor decisions are made that dramatically impact the family. Parents are struggling to find the right environment that will help them combat these outside forces. The 5 biggest challenges facing children today are 1. A lack of self-discipline, 2. Low self-esteem, 3. Lack of positive role models, 4. Societal influences, and 5. Lack of positive activities. We'll now talk about that first challenge, a lack of self-discipline. Lack of self-discipline leads to bullying. Nearly 30% of kids are involved in bullying as either a bully or a target of a bully. A survey of grades 6 through 10 shows that 13% bully others, 11% are being bullied, and 6% bullied others and were bullied themselves. Girl violence has skyrocketed. From 1980 to 2008, the arrest rate for aggravated assault on girls rose 80%. Simple assault for girls rose 300%. No self-discipline results in school failure. 7,000 students drop out of school every day, and only 70% graduate from high school with a regular high school diploma. We'll now talk about challenge number 2, low self-esteem. The effects of low self-esteem include alcohol and drug abuse, crime and violence, depression and suicide, eating disorders, premarital sex, and teenage pregnancy. Lack of confidence leads to promiscuity. Children with low self-image are twice as likely to engage in premarital sex. In 2007 alone, 46.8% of high school students had sex. 6.2% of high school students had sex before turning age 13. The result is that 31% of teenage girls become pregnant at least once before the age of 20. This is more than 750,000 teenage pregnancies a year. 20% of girls surveyed said these pregnancies were intentional. Low self-esteem leads to dangerous patterns. Karen Carpenter, lead singer and drummer of one of the most successful bands of the 70s, suffered from anorexia because she felt she was too big. This led to her death of heart failure caused by chronic anorexia. Challenge number 3, lack of positive role models. Even role models can get caught up in the moment of winning and losing. Coach Bob Farley and Sean Farr of Bountiful, Utah, ordered an intentional walk of a strong hitter to get to the weakest hitter for the last out of the championship game. The weakest hitter was a 9-year-old brain cancer survivor. Many role models are moms and dads. They are trying to do what is right, but they are not always trained in helping children excel and learn proper techniques, nor leadership and life skills. Most parents do not have the ability to provide both of these. Most role models lack essential traits. Some of those traits are healthy lifestyle, knowledge and education about the activity, training on how to teach specific principles and values, experience, and time and preparation. Next is challenge number 4, societal influences. Parents are concerned with the negative pressures society is placing on the children. The largest of most is drug use. Then comes bullying, pedophiles, alcohol use, school stress, crime, being healthy, underage sex, games, and lastly, education. Society makes drinking appear fun and cute. Most U.S. children will have seen 75,000 advertisements for alcohol before they even turn 16. A study showed children ages 9 through 11 were more familiar with the Budweiser frogs than Tony the Tiger, the Power Rangers, or Smokey the Bear. The consequence is that the average age of children who first experiment with alcohol and drugs is between the ages of 10 and 14. More than 40% of children had their first encounter with alcohol by the 8th grade. Drugs are even more prevalent. From 1980 to 2008, the arrest rate for drug abuse amongst 10 to 17-year-old boys rose nearly 46%. Girls rose nearly 30%. With drugs being readily accessible, marijuana is the only illegal drug that is abused more frequently than prescription drugs. Almost 11% of 12 to 17-year-olds reported non-medical use of pain relievers, tranquilizers, stimulants, or sedatives at least once during their lifetime. Challenge number 5 is lack of positive activities. Inactivity is increasing rapidly. Children ages 2 to 11 spend nearly 102 hours per month watching television. Every hour increase in TV viewing per day equates to higher intakes of sugar-sweetened beverages and total calories. Inactivity and bad food result in 1 in 3 children being overweight. Technology has overtaken physical activities. 97% of all youth play video games regularly. 8th grade boys average 23 hours a week, while girls average approximately 12 hours a week. 95% of children ages 2 through 17 use the internet. This is a 59% increase since 2000. However, not all sports are positive. Approximately 40 million kids play sports, while over 30% quit by the age of 13. The majority of kids who quit sports say it's because they're not having any fun and feel too much pressure to win. The trends are alarming. If a solid foundation of principles is not instilled in children, then society's influences will shape them. However, there are steps and strategies for parents who want to provide a solid foundation for their children, starting at the most critical time, a young influential age. The 6 steps to positively shape children's lives are 1. Build respect. 2. Instill self-confidence. 3. Establish self-discipline. 4. Provide positive role models. 5. Offer leadership. And 6. Engage in value-based activities. Step 1. Build respect. Children who respect themselves will respect others. Bullying can be reduced nearly 50% when there is a commitment from teachers, parents, and students to end it. One way to increase respect is value-based activities. They build confidence, self-esteem, self-discipline, respect, and concentration. Experts say these values often carry over into school, which help improve behavior and grades. Step number 2. Instill self-confidence. Self-esteem is essential. Self-esteem is the experience of being competent to cope with the basic challenges of life and being worthy of happiness. It makes an essential contribution to the life process, is dispensable to normal and healthy self-development, and has a value for survival. High self-esteem equates to success. Good grades and self-confidence can allow a teen to obtain scholarships and other opportunities later in life. Value-based activities instill confidence. Billy Blank's martial arts champion, actor, and inventor of Taebo was raised in a poor, crime-ridden neighborhood. He signed up for karate when he was 12, and his life was positively changed forever. He stated, "Karate gave me confidence." Step number 3. Establish self-discipline. Self-discipline results in happiness. Ironically, studies show that spoiled children aren't happy. However, self-disciplined children are. Self-discipline is common qualities in successful individuals. Self-discipline gives positive results. A study of 8th graders showed highly self-disciplined adolescents outperformed their impulsive peers on every academic performance variable, including report card grades, standardized achievement test scores, admission to a competitive high school, and attendance. Step number 4. Provide positive role models. Good examples live what they preach. Coach John Wooden of UCLA is known as one of the most successful college basketball coaches. He focused on setting an example for young men and preparing them for life after they parted ways. He never coached his teams to try to be better than their opponent. He taught his athletes to prepare themselves to be the best they could be, and the result would take care of itself. The results of a positive mentor. Jean Lopez, who is a 2-time Pan American champion and silver medalist at the World Championships, became a mentor and coach for his younger siblings. Stephen, Mark, and Deanna Lopez made history in the 2008 Summer Olympics by being the first family to compete together since 1904. Why martial arts? I wanted them to have self-confidence and respect their elders. True role models bring out the best in people. Juliet Cuthbert, a 100-meter and 200-meter silver medalist in the 1992 Olympics, gives full credit to her high school coach, Howard Jackson. She stated, "He really did put me on the road to success, because during high school I did need the motivation. The fact that I even got to the Olympics at all is really due to my high school coach. I give him all the credit for what I've achieved." Step 5. Offer leadership. What is leadership? Leadership is developing effective communication skills, critical decision-making skills, good judgment, and the ability to lead and motivate oneself and others to make the right decision when it counts. What are the traits of a true leader? Determination, flexibility, resourcefulness, creativity, self-confidence, self-control, positive attitude, responsibility, effective communication skills, and consistency. A true leader helps shape tomorrow's leaders. How many of you had someone in your life that communicated your worth and potential so clearly that it profoundly influenced your life? Lastly, step number 6, engage in value-based activities. What can you do at home? The more families eat together, the less likely kids will smoke, drink, do drugs, get depressed, develop eating disorders, or consider suicide. What can you do at home? The more families eat together, the more likely kids will do well in school, delay having sex, eat better, and learn respect and manners. What can you do as a family? Children today are more likely to remember camping or fishing trips over completing a computer game or being given the latest must-have premium-priced toy. How do we compare to other societies? In 2008, the U.S. averaged 4.5 more homicides per 100,000 people than Japan and China. Japan and China practice martial arts on a regular basis and require it in their school programs. Martial arts helps reduce violence, enhance moral development, and create a healthy, active lifestyle. What impact is martial arts having on our society? A psychologist observed a martial arts enterprise. It proved to be very helpful as an alternative for parents who had sought professional help with a child that had significant non-compliant behaviors. Let's take a moment to review the 5 biggest challenges. 1. A need for discipline. 2. Low self-esteem. 3. Lack of positive role models. 4. Societal influences. And 5. Lack of positive activities. The steps we can take to conquer the 6 biggest challenges are 1. Build respect. 2. Instill self-confidence. 3. Establish self-discipline. 4. Provide positive role models. 5. Offer leadership. And 6. Engage in value-based activities. And now a word from our sponsor, Mastery Martial Arts.
Welcome to Mastery Martial Arts. Our mission is to create a healthy mind, spirit, and body through Mastery Martial Arts. You may ask yourself what separates us apart. Well, our students know that they have a teacher that has their best interests in mind. We help prepare our students to be the best they can be and set them up for success. And we accomplish this by effectively helping our students build respect, instill confidence, establish self-discipline. We are positive role models, engage in value-based activities, and we teach them how to become a leader. Additional benefits that we bring to you. We provide a safe facility and environment. All of our instructors are certified and must complete 300 hours per year of continued training. We emphasize reward and create motivation towards strong values and healthy lifestyles. We've been teaching all levels, ages, and abilities for 20 years. And most of all, we pride ourselves in our family-friendly environment. Here are some testimonials from some of our members.
A testimonial by Carrie Colavita. Karate has helped my daughter tremendously. She's more confident and focused, especially when it comes to school and her work. She's more respectful at home and with others. I think that karate has made my daughter a much kinder, more confident, and respectable child, and I would highly recommend it for any child.
My son is now an apprentice black belt in the Warwick School. The karate has benefited not only to me, but our whole family. He is more confident and is able to give an oral presentation at school. He has learned a code of conduct that is respectable. He has friends within the karate community that share the same values we do. His focus and discipline has improved quite a bit. This is a testimonial from Elizabeth Ami.
The way you and your staff portray the facts and importance of respect, honesty, self-esteem, confidence, and other true aspects of life will ultimately bring today's children to the top. Zachary has great confidence and self-esteem. I see it at home, church, and on the soccer field, school, and wherever he may be. His good behavior trickles down to his sister. It's very hard for today's children to grow up in an existing society. It makes me very comfortable that Zachary is learning through you the right way to defend himself. With all of the bullying, fighting, and hatred among society as parents, we are constantly worrying about our children and how they are going to survive. I have to say, as Zachary is growing older, boosting his confidence and learning some simple techniques, my worries dwindle each and every day.
A testimonial by Jennifer Mashon. My daughter Ava and I joined Mastery Martial Arts. For Ava, it has given her increased confidence, and I see her growing every day. For myself, it has also given me the confidence to stand up in front of others. It has helped me become more physically fit. It's also a great outlet for stress. Our instructors are wonderful, and they keep the classes interesting and fun. Overall, it's been a great experience, one that I really enjoy having right alongside my child.
In closing, Mastery Martial Arts would love the opportunity to support and help your family build a firm foundation through strong values and principles. Please call us now at 401-349-5800, extension 2, or visit us on the web at www.masteryma.com. We hope you enjoyed today's video.